Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mo Finance and News channel. I'm really excited to be here today because we're going to talk about some crypto updates, what crypto mining is, what Bitcoin mining is, how it works, and what you can do to benefit in this day and age utilizing it. Now, let's talk about the most important thing. Top on this list for cryptos is Bitcoin, which is why I really do like mining Bitcoin. But it is different for everybody, as everybody has different situations. Some people have different access to power. Some people have different access to the hardware required to mine. Now, the most important question is, what is Bitcoin mining? And here, I actually pulled up an article here showing you guys what it is. The easiest answer is Bitcoin mining is the process by which new Bitcoins are entered into circulation. My favorite analogy is if you own a store and you come in or I come in and I swipe my credit card, that Visa or MasterCard or whatever you are transacting the process with takes a fee from the money that you receive. So if I buy a $100 item from you, you will be losing about 2.5% on average for that transaction for Visa or MasterCard to have completed the transaction. So that is actually the best way to explain what Bitcoin mining is. It is basically the act of a Bitcoin being created by a computer transacting what occurred. So if I send you Bitcoin to buy something, it has to be confirmed on the ledger. And as that occurs, that considers it as mining Bitcoin. So the computer that does that gets a little reward for doing that. Now, before we go into why it's important or what it is, let's look at if it's economically viable in 2020, right? So the question is, or 2022, my bad, is Bitcoin mining economically viable in 2022? And my quick answer to that is yes, but how is it done? Let's first figure that out. The process of mining Bitcoin is really, really simple. It is expensive, but it is simple. All Bitcoin transactions are always recorded in a public ledger known as a blockchain. And as a new transaction is executed, it is sent to the Bitcoin miners for verification. So the verification process involves a mathematical proof of work by attempting billions of mathematical computations every second. The transaction is finally confirmed when the complex mathematical problem has been solved. And the miner of pool of miners who successfully solved this complex computational math, they get rewarded with a new Bitcoin. And it's not a whole Bitcoin, it's pieces of a Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, as you guys know, can get broken down section by section. So since there are so many people mining Bitcoin right now, it is absolutely really necessary for you to adapt the best strategy for you to become successful in it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Bitcoin mining consumes a lot of energy, which does use a lot of electrical costs. To that effect, it is advisable to mine Bitcoin in states that have cheaper electricity. Alternatively, there are some people or businesses that I have heard of that use alternative sources of fuel to power their electrical usage for the mining. For example, windmills or water power or hydro. There's some people with access that other people don't have. So it depends on your situation and what you have available. The better your alternative for power in regards to the mining, the cheaper it is for you in the long run to actually make money on it. What I also wanted to do was show you guys, here, let me pull this up, the different types of ways you can mine. So you can use like an ASIC miner. An ASIC miner are those big machines that are just made for mining. You can use GPU mining. I really like that because it's easy to do because, one, GPUs are always in use. Everybody plays video games. I mean, a lot of people I know play video games, and everybody needs a graphics card. So you can use a GPU mining rig system. The only loss for you there is the little housing kit that actually houses the 8 to 16 graphics cards or whatever you're buying to be able to mine. That's the only real loss because everything else is computer parts that you can utilize for a custom PC, right? Then there's CPU mining, which is just using the CPU portion of the device. So you wouldn't necessarily be using the GPUs, but that I'm pretty sure does not give you as much as the GPU mining would. A mining pool is basically the group of miners who work together to mine the crypto, and you need more computers so they're they're basically solving these equations as quick as possible. Solo mining is just mining on your own. It's a lot harder unless you have a super powerful computer, but the money involved to get that wouldn't be worth the mining. And then lastly, cloud mining. I haven't gotten to try that, sadly, but there is a way to mine using the cloud, which would mean that you're using somebody else's hardware to complete the mining, but that might help and make it a little bit easier. Now the most important question, right? How many Bitcoins will be mined in 2022? I guess I also wanted to show you guys this. So on average, Bitcoin that are mined daily, it is estimated that there are 900 new Bitcoin that are mined per day. On average, 144 blocks are mined daily, and they each contain 6.25 Bitcoins. That's a little confusing. So I think it's actually just 6.25. So BTC to USD. So it's about $300,000 is being mined daily at the current value of Bitcoin. So that's just kind of cool to think about. So as every day these transactions are being, these coins are being mined, or these transactions are being processed, these creations of new Bitcoin happen. One thing for everybody to know, it is going to be capped, and it will always be capped at 21 million Bitcoin. Currently, we are at 19 million Bitcoin that have been mined. Let's actually find the real number. Let's go back to that. Bitcoin mining to date. Let's see what that says. They're expecting the last one at 2104. How many Bitcoin are in circulation? That's what we're looking for here. Circulation. Currently, it's 18,995,512.5. That's a lot of Bitcoin. And it is saying 900 per day on this. So it's a little crazy. But look, you guys, all that's remaining is 9.55% of Bitcoin in full circulation. And remember something, everybody. When a resource gets scarce, the more scarce it is, the higher the price will be. So that might be that last leg up that we need to really shoot Bitcoin past 100K. Just remember this, the minute it hits past 100K, the world's going to go crazy. People that didn't have it before are going to be all about it now. People that missed the first, second, and third train will be for sure ready to ride the fourth train. So just keep that in mind. Every time me and my friends are arguing, I'm like, you guys, look, it just started. It's the first 12 years for this thing, 13 years now. Imagine when we're at 50 years, where is that going to be? So just be patient and make sure that you can stomach the volatility, as you've seen in one of my previous videos. I'll put the link below if you guys need it. But please be smart about the risks you're taking in this market. It is always feasible to make money. There's always a way. You just have to be smart in trying different opportunities and be able to stomach the loss. Now, the hard reality about all this is that the new solo starters in Bitcoin mining are likely to be disappointed, considering all the factors that we've discussed. However, you guys can mitigate that by joining like a mining pool. And with a good mining pool, you have a higher probability of winning. Nevertheless, Bitcoin mining is not the only way you can make a good money in crypto world. Another thing you could also do is trading it. Moreover, it is still viable for you to invest in other crypto coins that are relatively cheaper, like Binance Coin, Litecoin, and Dodge. I'm actually going to do another video breaking down the different coins to mine and kind of how that works and what might be beneficial to you, so please don't be afraid to watch that video. Now, the most important question, should you guys mine in 2022? Yes, because it is still profitable as long as all of the circumstances fit your needs. As long as you've got a cheaper way to access power, as long as you've got a cheaper way to access the hardware. Or if you have a computer business with a bunch of hardware laying around, it is available and readily usable for you to make money on. So there are many ways that you can still make money, either using mining or trading in 2022 and on. You just have to be looking for those opportunities and trying. Pretty soon I'll do another video talking about the market and kind of where we're at. I know I haven't done one in about a week and a half, and we started with a nice little bull market run again. So let's just hope that continues. You know, thanks you guys for so much watching the video. I really do appreciate all the support, the comments, the likes. It means so much. It's very motivating to do this, and hopefully the information I'm providing helps you guys in any way, shape, or form find your own financial freedom. Thank you guys so much for watching the channel. Please like and subscribe. If you have anything you need, please don't be afraid to email, comment, let me know what you think, any ideas. I'm always here to help. Thank you so much for watching the Mo Finance and News channel. Have a good day, everyone.